Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And in this video I want to talk really quickly about how we are saying our affirmations. So first of all, I do want to clarify that there is no right or wrong way to say our affirmations as long as we are continuing to say them, because really it's our optimistic thoughts that are creating in our reality, because the thoughts repeated over a period of time is what is actually creating in our reality. So even if we look at our reality right now, it's all a manifestation from where our thoughts are continuing to go. So with that put aside, I wanted to bring up the topic of commanding our affirmations into existence. So for me, I have recently started to practice this way of affirming, and what I have noticed is that I feel like I'm embodying my affirmations a lot better. So rather than saying I am in most of my affirmations, which I would have done, I am saying it more in a factual way. So rather than saying things like I am love, for instance, I will say things like, I receive love daily, or I attract love daily, or love is following me everywhere that I go. So these kind of, and I know you could probably look at them as little assumptions as well too, but rather than saying I am loved by everyone, or I am followed by love everywhere that I go, it just feels a lot better to say love follows me everywhere that I go. Love is attracted to me. I receive love right now. All of these kind of commanding affirmations for me, I am finding are more of an embodiment way. So in when we are actually creating our affirmations, there is a lot of you are and I am, and we do use affirmations as well from the ladder of what I just explained. However, when we think about our affirmations, we do normally fall back to the I am a lot more. Well, I know that this is the case for me anyway, and actually training my mind in a way to speak this way rather than I am is becoming more potent for me in the way that I am being. So in the way that I am, embodying this whole idea of the person that I am desiring to become each day as I grow and grow and grow in my consciousness. So I wanted to also bring up the perspective as well that anyone who watches any of my content will know that I come from the idea that God is all of us. So when I was saying these kind of commanding affirmations, I was coming to the conclusion as well that rather than saying that we are all one consciousness in that kind of term, I am coming to the conclusion now that we are all God and we are one consciousness through the power of God. And how we actually connect to that one consciousness is what we are going to experience in our life. So when we look to other people and we talk about everyone as you pushed out, for example, and when we know that we are just one consciousness, when we look at others then, and if they're either showing up in a favorable way or unfavorable way, we know that we are all connected through this God one consciousness. And so we're able to differentiate on how high we are on the frequency ladder, meaning that if someone's showing up favorable, well, we know then that we are on the right frequency, we're matching up to the desire. And if someone is showing up unfavorable, we know then that we're on a mismatch frequency. And so all we have to do is kind of look to what it is that is actually getting a reaction out of us, and then we work on that belief, and then eventually then we start then to we collaborate then on that higher kind of consciousness, and we start to see the person in a different way. And then again, as everyone is you pushed out, that person's going to start showing up in a more favorable way. So when I was coming into this idea of commanding the affirmations, I am someone who used to use I intend when I intend for affirmations and things that I have manifested into my reality. Usually that would be more to do with in relations. I would use the word intend for how I intend for something to go, and now I'm kind of coming back into that rather than saying I am, because I feel like it is more commanding. So I just wanted to bring up a quick video on that. If you're someone who is creating affirmations for the first time, for example, say your affirmations in a way that are action orientated for you, in a way that you are embodying them. I am obviously, is how we usually talk to ourselves, and it is how we actually interact with others as well too when we are talking about ourselves. However, when we get into this kind of way of I honor love, or I honor integrity, or I act on integrity, these kind of affirmations are saying that we are commanding that this is the person that we are. So we're literally kind of commanding that God power within us to rise up into that higher consciousness, into that higher frequency, which is all love, all bliss, all joy, all abundance, appreciation, happiness, peace, all of those higher frequencies that we are attaining to and that we are sustaining in our life as we continue to say our affirmations. When we command in that way, it becomes us a lot more quicker, rather than going into rituals of I am all of the time. We command it into our existence. So it was just a kind of an idea that I wanted to bring up in the video for anyone who was wondering about commanding affirmations. And I am making more content on the left and right brain sync hemisphere, because I know I had a request on that, and it is very important to understand the brain and heart coherence. I know that you don't need brain and heart coherence to manifest. However, we are vibrational beings, as I always say, and when we actually learn about all this stuff about our nervous system, we are actually connecting to that higher consciousness in a more potent way as well too, on a sustainable and maintainable level. So I'll leave that video there, and I will chat to you soon.